Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Total War Rome 2 Rise of the Republic DLC, where we play as Veneti, and we start this episode with an attack from the Etruscan Confederation forces, their fleet actually, and they attack Luna, which honestly doesn't really change a thing for us, because we will just retake that settlement in this turn. So unless they just sack it, no, they actually are taking it. So it doesn't change a thing for us, and it seems like they just built some of the constructions that we didn't have. Okay, and what is happening right here? So we are getting attacked by 3,000 of enemy soldiers against 2,000 of ours, and yeah, the power is pretty evened. We both have Italian swordsman units. We also have some Gallic axemen. Let's see. So I guess we will just retreat for now, and let's just hope that this guy will chase us. And he made a terrible mistake right there. I don't know why he left that settlement, but okay. Right now we will just take it from him. I mean, he made a terrible decision, but that's on him. We will just make the most of it. And Carthage is starting to be pretty active right now, on the western coast of Italy. A man is brought before you. He is accused of killing a Carthaginian official. However, he offers a sizable monetary contribution in return for assurance of his safety. What shall we do? We'll surrender him to Carthage because we just recently refused the Carthaginian priests to build a temple on our territories. So now, to pay back for it, to improve, or like maybe not improve, but not to break our relations with Carthage even further, we'll actually surrender that guy to them. Okay, so I'm not happy with what these guys just did. They snatched that settlement out from us. Or not out, they just snatched that settlement from us, from under our noses, because we just wanted to retake it. So if you have seen my previous campaigns, basically across any Total War games, nothing pisses me off more like this, and this is like one of the biggest casus bellis for me. So the terms of future war, or like the reasons for the future war.
Ready for battle.
Okay, but for now, let's attack Velus now. And we'll pick an imbalanced stance, because if we pick an aggressive stance, then our cavalry is just rushing in on the enemy units without a moment of thought, and they just completely perish because of that. Okay, so there's that. We can now also attack. That was a terrible mistake they did. So let's attack Aleria now. And it seems like even with the auto-resolve we will be able to win this fight. It will be a Pyrrhic victory, they say, but okay. We'll play defensively to save ourselves some soldiers. We lost a unit of Veneti spearmen, which is not great, but we can recruit native Etruscan spearmen in their place. But let's compare them with, okay, melee attack 9, weapon damage 28, 29, bonus versus charge 20, 15, charge bonus 6, 6, melee defense 55, 72, so no, not happening. I'd rather to just recruit Etruscan hoplites. I'd rather just do that. And it seems like we have lost more units than that. I think we lost a unit of cavalry. Yeah, I think that is it. Okay, but maybe we can replace them with some other unit of some kind of a significance. Mercenary Nuragic warriors, melee attack 46, these guys 35, weapon damage 40. Maybe I should compare them to these guys. Bonus versus infantry 0, 0, charge bonus 22, 22, melee defense 64, 63, 53, armor 26, 74, health 50, 55, base morale 47, 59. We definitely want these guys. Okay, so now there's that. And we are slowly but steadily, I think, heading towards Tartu now. But yeah, I also don't like the fact that the faction that was just like they had a single settlement is now, because of our war against the Etruscan Confederation, gaining so much territories. They are making the most of the current political situation, as I would do too. But yeah, we don't want our rivals, after all, because they are still our rivals, even though they are our allies. They are our rivals too, to become too powerful, right? Okay, so the Warriors of Glory can still sit around here. So, this is a tough decision to make. I mean, Aritim is over there. So I guess we can head in that direction. And this army is also right next to Aritim, but we would have to deal with the Etruscan League around here first. What I'm thinking about is basically, you know, like I said before, a couple of turns and episodes as well before, I want to unite all the territories around here, you know, and to do that I will have to just recruit yet another army, raise another army, and especially now that we have, or should have, even more units. Yeah, we should have those. Oh, because we are still building. Okay, so in 5 turns time we will have the ability to recruit noble Veneti swordsmen, but until then we can just as well recruit Veneti spearmen like this, and yeah, we cannot afford anything else right now. So yeah, we'll start investing into this money here as well in the meantime. So we will have to recruit like 6 units of Veneti spearmen, 4 units of slingers, as we always do, 3 units of Veneti heavy cavalry, and by then I think this construction will be done and we'll be able to recruit some noble swordsmen, which will not be like so easy to defeat. And I'm really not sure. Okay, so the keepers of the sacred books, will they attack Vatluna if I go away from there? Well, there's still two turns time before this unit is replenished, so I guess there's actually no point, for now at least, in moving away. So, you know what, we'll just... The Warriors of Glory. Okay, so there are these guys. We'll just end this turn and we'll see how the situation develops. And
War achieves
now
only
Etruscan
short-term
League
gains.
won a peace
Time
treaty
to
with
try
us.
the civilized option. Peace.
And look at that, because of us, probably partially because of us, we've just dragged so many all of the other factions into that war. But yeah, we are not accepting that, obviously. And Etruscan League have a terrible time right now. They are trying to save what they can. And by the way, why would I want to sign a peace treaty with them? It got personal, actually, you know, because like I said before, the previous campaign, they were the ones who also led us to our demise. A Carthaginian military vessel drops anchor at one of your ports. The captain claims to be a part of a larger fleet sent to patrol your shores and make them safe for sea trade. Shall we agree to this? That is actually a very interesting decision to make, because there are two options. Either this guy is not the person he claims to be, and he might be some kind of a pirate or something, which might lead for increased like raise or something in the future, pirate race I mean, or he is indeed who he claims to be, and he will also secure those both. Will secure those coasts. Also, you know, our relations will improve between Carthage and Veneti, but on the other hand, this might increase their influence. But I am actually more willing to risk it and accept his offer. Okay, and we will see where that leads us. Okay, so now it seems like we also have a great opening towards Beauvais and Tarchina. And I think if we don't want our allies to take Tarchina for themselves, then we should go for Tarchina first, because they are not. They would have to drop on the shore first if they want to take all the settlements. We will choose a balanced stance. Okay, that works. And yeah, our cavalry once more is heavily wounded, but we'll patch them up real soon. And yeah, we also need to continue the recruitment of the units that we can. So 4 units of slingers and 3 units of Veneti Equipatari. So 2 turns time, and in 4 turns we will be ready to recruit
We hunger for battle.
some nobles. But actually we'll, instead of having like, you know, 6 units of spearmen, this time we will actually invest more into that noble swordsman once they are available for recruitment. Okay, so in the meantime, let's also adjust those like constructions for our usage. And the Widowmakers are still heading there. Okay. And what about these guys? They still would have to sit here a couple of turns more. Actually 2. And I think even in the next turn they will be basically ready to continue their campaign. And the Warriors of Glory, there are a lot of armies around here, the Etruscan armies, so we will stay with the Warriors of Glory in Valtluna, because like I said, I don't want to risk Etruscan League taking that settlement and then Falafri to take that settlement for themselves. So let's just end this turn, but also one more thing. How long before we can replenish those units completely? And it's 3 turns. So I guess real soon we will be able to attack Sisra, and from there we'll go against Vey, or we could actually go for Vey first, because it will be easier to defeat a smaller army sitting inside a well-fortified settlement than a stronger army in a well-fortified settlement. And if they decide to put some stronger armies in Sisra, it will also be easier to defeat a stronger army in a like weak settlement. So that is my way of thinking. So without any further ado, let's just end this turn.
As clouds gather,
And these
wise
guys
men
want
look
now
for
a
friends to
defensive
shelter
alliance,
them.
which is not happening because we are going to conquer them as well, but we will do that once we replenish some of our forces. Okay. Carthaginian merchant. A prominent Carthaginian merchant has been slain in your lands. The reason? A pointless dispute over too many cups of wine. The culprit is a young member of a wealthy family. He is in your custody, but Carthage demand his immediate handover. Give culprit to Carthage or hide the culprit. So, I guess we have 2 options here. Giving culprit to Carthage would increase our relations, right? And hiding the culprit would decrease our relations, but would increase our, well, the loyalty of all parties in our country. And you know, experienced from the Wrath of Sparta campaign, I'm more willing to hide the culprit, even though I would like morally I would be actually more willing to give culprit to Carthage, because you know he would have to answer for his crimes. Or maybe I would make it even differently, so I would give him justice on my own terms. So it would be like a thing in the middle. I wouldn't give him to Carthage, but he would answer for that crime. But because I want to prevent any the slightest chance of like a civil war in our country, I will actually hide the culprit. That is the only reason why I'm doing it. Okay, and we will actually attack they in the next turn, I think, because it seems like they will be replenished enough for us to be able to attack them.
We hunger for battle.
And also, let's see how things are looking around here. So we could actually, it seems, well, there are a lot of, maybe not a lot of armies, but there are a couple of armies. We could go over there
On the move.
on those territories and soon possibly declare the war on that faction. Some other confederation, that is. Right, but we will not do that just
Hunger
yet.
for battle.
We are waiting with this army. The Widowmakers are still heading towards Aritem. And does Aritem has any like allies, defensive allies? Yeah, they have. They have Vaesul. Now it's complicated. I mean, we also have military allies in Vaesul, and well, both of their allies actually. But well, the Vaesul and the Falafri factions. Fortunately, Vaesul are not that powerful. It seems. It looks like they have only 2 provinces, or like even 2 1/3 provinces, and the Falafri are increasing in power, but we still should be able to stop them.
Command.
But yeah, that's not very good in current circumstances. There's another thing that we could try and do, which is we could try break the alliances between them. And why did they? Okay, never
I
mind.
hope your journey was not too onerous.
Cancel
I look forward to
not this
hearing
kind
what
of
you have to say.
alliance. Break military, or like break defensive alliance with Vaesul. Yeah, Vaesul, let's say. And let's see what would it take for you to agree on that. Offer payments. I'm not sure if they poor or what, but okay. Break defensive alliance with Vaesul, and I would give you. Oh yeah, that is all. Yeah, it's already here, so they wouldn't be willing to do that. At least not for this amount of money. Maybe if we would offer them some more, maybe they would be willing to do that. But right now, for this kind of money, they are not. So okay, at least we know where we stand.
Hunger for battle.
And in 3 turns time, we'll continue to
Ready
recruit.
for battle.
From now on, 3 turns time, we will recruit some better units, like the melee fighters, infantry units, into this army. But for now, we'll just end this turn. There's a lot of movement. Okay, so another event. What is going on with that Carthage? Carthaginian slaves. A fleet of Carthaginian slave ships arrives at one of your ports. The slave master requests a personal audience and asks to sell his slaves in your cities. We'll turn him away. We don't want slaves in our settlements because they decrease the public order. How powerful this army is. Okay, not that powerful. Okay, at least that's that. So, yeah, right now we can go for Vey, I think. What is this faction? I guess we see them for the first time, and it seems like they are preparing for war against us. I guess it looks like this. That's what they were. Let's choose a balanced stance. Okay. And we are occupying the settlement.
Hunger for battle.
Right, like this. And in the next turn we'll just attack Sisra, and this way we'll probably secure... Yeah, we will secure the whole province. And yeah. So there's that. We can also build something here. And we can also put this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing. We don't have certain types of technology to be able to build certain types of constructions, because for now we are going fully into like military technologies, but soon enough we will start investing into you know, the economy or like industry technologies as well, but all in due time, like this. And yeah, let's look. So the Widowmakers are still heading towards Aritim actually, and the Warriors of Glory are sitting around here. So what we could, how could we make use of them? We could attack Athelia with them, and I think that is what we'll actually do right now that they are now that they are healed, basically. Okay,
At your command.
and these guys could attack those, but let's see if we are not exposed too much on like their attack from some direction. Well, Torchuna is exposed to their attack, but it's only some kind of a fleet there. So I guess it is not a real threat to us. You know what, we'll restrain from doing so until the next turn before decide what to do, because we don't know if by any chance this army will not be attacked by the Etruscan League fleets and armies and all that. So we have to restrain ourselves for a little bit more time now. Okay, and let's end the turn. Let's hope they won't be attacked, because this way we'll be able to we will be able to attack that Nuragic Confederation, and it seems like they are probably sensing something is going on, because right at their doorstep.
We believe that cooperation rather than hostility would serve us
Okay,
both well
Veneti
in the
want a
trying
non-aggression
days
pact.
ahead.
And actually we can agree on that, because we don't want to fight them just yet. We will have order concerns soon enough, because I expect a big army, not like big army, but big war approaching. And yeah, Etruscan League is there. They dropped off over there, so I guess we have to go back there as well in order to protect our territories, unless Umbri will deal with them. But I don't want to risk losing Vatluna, so probably Etruscan League would just take that settlement, and then Umbri would take it from themselves. So we don't want that, obviously. And we are actually going to declare a war right now. Let's see if they are at war with Carthage, and somehow, oh, minus 58 for trespassing. I guess it's because we are seen as expansionists, so that is why every time we trespass territories they expect the worst, and it seems like rightfully so. So now we are just uniting that island under our rule. Okay. Let's occupy. And now the rebellion is even more than certain because of that conquest. Right, let's go for the public order and food production, some extra food production, some construction. Yeah, so there's that. And how many turns before we can... Okay, one more turn and we can start recruiting you know, the noble swordsmen into this army. So we'll be probably ready for war. Okay. And the great warriors, like I said before, are now going to go for Sisra. And those guys are actually pretty much worrying me, the Hernessai, because I don't know their intentions, you know, and
Ready for orders.
I don't like that. And look at that, so our empire has grown, but at the same time our income has decreased significantly, but fortunately, at least, we still have a surplus income. Actually, you know what, we'll restrain from upgrading those constructions for now as well. But yeah, but on the other hand, yeah, you know, we still have to recruit some armies, no, not armies, but units into this army, and this will cost us a lot, I assume. There is a lot of fighting going on, so we'll probably get some spoils of war here and there, because we will just fight. Okay, and it looks like Etruscan League is fighting back after all this time. Yeah, there is a lot going on right now. Carthage is moving, Philaphria is moving, and I am really curious about who will join my war, the war against the how were they called? The Aritem on my side. That is very interesting. Look at that, the rebels actually appeared over here, which is very convenient for me. Okay, let's deal with those rebels. Come on. Let's just kill those rebels.
Advance. Set up the watch. At your
And yeah, so there's that. We can destroy a couple of those constructions too and convert them into something that we can use. Right, but we were supposed to actually invest that money into that army over there. So it takes 738 gold to recruit these guys, and their upkeep is 270 gold. But I guess they are worth it, because, you know, they are a very powerful unit, I assume, especially that they are basically the peak, so to speak, of our military possibilities and all that. We can chase these guys down. Let's see if we can defeat them in the nearest future.
hunger for battle.
Also, we just have to sit here and wait. But what is going on with the public order? Provincial instability mostly. And also, there was something about buildings. Let's see. Building squalor. So maybe it's because you know, those buildings, like it's said, are not available for our faction. It may not give you all its benefits, and it may even have undesirable effects. You should convert it to one of your own buildings. So exactly, we have to
Ready for orders.
keep an eye on that.
Ready for orders.
And yeah, Widowmakers are already preparing for war against Aritem as well.
Hunger for battle.
And over here, we can hardly do anything, it seems. So yeah, I think this is all we can do right now, both for this 10 and this episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to drop a like, comment and subscription, and ring that notification bell to stay tuned for my latest updates. And hopefully I'll see you next time. So see you around. Bye.